Okay, guys. So today's topic is yes, able to see, right? Okay. So today's topic is S3. So S3 is nothing but simple storage service. Okay. So this is similar to your Google Drive. So just consider in previous classes we have seen EC2 volumes and all, right? So EC2 volumes are used to store only the live data. Live data in the sense like whichever currently required for your application to run. Whereas S3 is used for storing some huge amount of data, like terabytes of data. Okay. So let me give you an example. So just consider now you are working in a newspaper channel. Okay. You are working in a newspaper channel. So now they need to store some last 3 years of data, 3 years or 5 years of data. For example, like daily whatever the content they are delivering in the newspaper, video related things, some photos, images, so on so. Okay. So they need to store everything for the last 3 years. So what they can do is you can just create some folders. Okay, 2022 folder, and then 2021 folder, and then 2020. So like this, they are going to create some 3 folders, and again inside this one they will create some Jan folder, and Feb, March till December, again Jan 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th till Jan 30, and again inside Jan 1st, generally whatever the content they have telecasted in their newspaper channel, they are going to save all the images, documents, videos related to the everything. Okay, so when you compare like this, so when you're taking for the almost 365 days, okay, 365 days per year. So totally when you take almost some 1,000+ days, okay. So when it comes for 1,000+ days, you will be handling almost some 10 to 20 TB of data, okay. Almost 10 to 20 TB of data. So now you need to store 10 to 20 TB of data somewhere, okay. But you need this data, but you are not going to access this data very frequently, okay. So this 10 TB of data you cannot store it in the EBS volume, okay. You want somewhere some location to store this one. So in these cases you can just go with the S3. S3 is nothing but simple storage service, okay. So you got it right. So what is the purpose of S3? So okay, fine. So now you can just consider how to create a bucket. Okay. So first thing is you can just click on create bucket. Now you need to give some unique name. You need to give some unique name. Okay. So let me give. So let me give Bangalore News 2022. So next one is I need to select the region. Let me select Mumbai Data Center. And next one is copy the permission from the existing bucket. So if you want to copy the permission from the existing bucket, you can just select the bucket, else you can just go with the same one. Okay. So next one is object owner. Either now this is to access publicly. Okay. So if you want to keep this bucket very securely, no one should able to access. Only you should be able to access from console. Means you can just enable this option. Okay, this is recommended one. So no, I don't want to access the. I mean, I just want to access this publicly also. Means you can just go with this option. So generally, it is used
Sir,
to store the data. So
sir, I have one question.
hello, yeah, yeah.
Sir, what is meant by
Mhm.
bucket, sir? Like S3, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Mhm. So you can just
mm,
consider, okay.
mm.
So just consider what is mean by bucket is, so normally bucket AWS indicates as a primary folder, okay. Primary folder AWS is calling as a bucket. So next one is folders. So normally folders, here we are calling it as folders only. And next one is object. Object means images, videos, text file. This everything we are calling it as object. Okay. So bucket means primary folder. So inside primary folder, we are going to create some subfolders, right? So that subfolders we are calling it as folders. And next one is image, video, or any text content, maybe anything. Everything we are calling together as a object. Okay.
Okay.
So now AWS preference is to keep it in a secure way. Okay, this is similar to your Google Drive. You can just totally keep it as a Google, similar to Google Drive. Okay. So next one is public access. So publicly, if you don't want to allow means you can block all the public access. So if you want to access this bucket details via URLs and all means you can just disable this option. Okay. So by default, they are suggesting to keep it everything as a secure way. Block all public access. Next one is bucket versioning. So what is meant by bucket versioning is just consider already you have some content, okay, with the file name, some X file name. So again, when you are uploading the file name, so again when you are uploading the file, again when you are uploading the same content with the same file name, it is going to replace. Okay, versioning in the sense, if for example, just consider you are copying some data from one place to other place in your normal laptop. If already same name exists in that folder, it is going to ask whether it is you want to replace or skip. This option you used to get generally, right? So in the same way, when you enable this versioning, automatically it is going to replace with the existing one. So tag is nothing but similar, you can just give some name. So again, encryption, if you want, you can encrypt the data, else you can just leave as it is. In additional settings, here you can see object lock. So what is meant by object lock is once if you are going to upload some data inside the folder. So once if you are uploading the folder, it won't be deleted. So for example, inside you want to keep all the data as secure. Okay. So the like a deletion protection. Okay. It is like deletion protection. So let me click on create bucket. Bangalore News 2022. So now my bucket is created. So select this one. So this is bucket name, and inside bucket you can see here you can upload, you can create any folders, upload the folders, everything you can do here. So you can just click on create folder, means you can just create some folder like 2022. So folder is created. Okay, so like this you can create multiple folders. If you want to upload something means you can just click on upload. So it will just take for your local laptop. So you can just upload whatever you want, you can upload it. So for example, let me upload some images means. I have selected some images. Even if you want to add entire folder also, you can click on add folders. So it has added all the images. Okay. So here important thing is bucket versioning encryption. This is enabled by default. When creating the bucket, you have disabled it. So same option. Permissions, property. Okay, yeah. So this is the one of the major role here. So when you're creating the buckets, okay. So this is your bucket. So now you are uploading some data. Okay. So when you are uploading some data, at the end of the day, everything are charged. Okay. So for example, for 100 GB, they are going to cost you $10. So if you are going to have some 20 TB, so 20 TB means they are going to charge almost $1,000, I think. Okay, they are going to charge you $1,000. So to avoid, so at the end of the day, only for storing some data, you are going to pay $1,000. Okay, so what they have, if you want to, so if you want to reduce your cost, okay, if you want to reduce your cost, you can see there are different types of storage classes are available. Okay, so what is the important for this one is, so what is the important of this one is to reduce the cost. Okay, so here you can see standard, intelligent, standard, IA, one zone, glacier, glacier, deep archive, one zone, so reduce redundancy. So these are the different types of storages is available when you go with the standard one. So what is the benefit is, if you are going with the standard one, at any time you can upload the data, okay, and anytime you can download the data, and anytime you can delete the data. This is the benefit of the standard one. But the drawback of this one is cost is very high. Okay, when you go with the standard one, you can access this data very frequently. Anytime you can upload, download, speed will be high. Whatever changes you want, you can do with the live. So this cost is very high. Okay, there is no minimum storages. You can just see there is no minimum storages. But whereas when you go with some other option, for example, Glacier Deep Archive, mostly people will go with Glacier Deep Archive. So if you go with the Glacier Deep Archive, you can see it will take hours together to download some content. So if you want to download something from that bucket, means it will take you 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours to download the content. So and next one is minimum storage is 180 days. So once if you are uploading some data in this format, minimum you need to keep the data as a for 180 days. Okay, and how frequently you are going to access this one is less than I mean, 1 or 2 times you need to access, not very frequently. Once a year, okay? Once a year you are going to access this one. In that cases, you can just go deeper the glacier deeper archive. So next the cost will be like hour basis, I mean GB basis, but it will be very less when compared to the standard one. Okay. So in the same way, one zone, everything you can see 30 days. This is 90 days. Minimum duration. So cost will be like hour basis. It will vary. Again, if you want to do encryption, you can. Else you can just skip it, and then you can just upload this one. So now my images are uploaded. Now close it. So now this is how we are going to store all the images. Okay. So if you just click on images, here you can see all the images. So if you want to download anything, you can just click on this. Access denied because this is public access is disabled. Logged out. So now if you want, you can download this one. If you just click on download, the image will be downloaded. So this is the only way. So once you are uploading any content, you can just click on download option so that the images will be downloaded to your local machine. Okay. So next one is during configuration you have given some permissions and all, some parameters, everything you have enabled, disabled and all, right? So at any time if you want to rename it, you can just click on edit and you can disable it. And even you have one more option is static web hosting. Even by using this one, you will be able to host one static web page also. Okay. So you can just simply click on edit, enable, and just type index.html. So once if you're typing index.html and then click on save, you will get some URL. Index.html and then click on save. So here you will be able to get the URL. So this URL you can just, this generally you can just consider when you are going to create any blogs and all. Okay, some small website. So in these cases you can just use this one. Okay, this is not recommended one, but you have these options. So next one is permissions. Same during configuration, whatever the permissions you have done, if you want to do any modification, you can just check it. So next one is metrics. So what is meant by metrics? It is you show the usage. For example, what is your total bucket size? What is the total number of objects? So if you want to know such information, you can just go with this metrics. Okay. Generally, it will take 24 hours. Every 24 hours once it is going to update. Next one is management. So what is meant by management is create life cycle. Here you can create the life cycles. So for example, like after, let me create some 30 days, okay, life cycle. So like after certain time duration, so I need to move these files, whatever files are there from standard to glacier, glacier deep archive, infrequent access. So like this, you can just change the storage types. Okay. So apply to all objects in the bucket. You can see move the current version object between the storage classes. Then it is asking to what storage I need to do. Glacier deep archive means after how many days? After some 30 days. If I give after some 30 days, you can just see here, current version will be moved to Glacier deep archive after 30 days. Create rule. So like this, you can create the rules. Expire objects, delete objects. Delete expire object means, so when you are uploading some content, okay, you are uploading some content by accidentally due to some network issue or something, 50% is uploaded and 50% got stopped. Okay, so in these cases, when you enable this option, completely incomplete will be deleted. So incompletely whatever uploaded to your bucket will get deleted. Okay, so like these options you have. So next one is replication. So what is meant by replication is creating backup. So for best practice, what you can do is you can just create some two buckets. Okay, you can just create two buckets. You can just keep one in Mumbai region and one in North Virginia. So generally, whatever content you are going to upload inside the primary bucket, same content will be delivered to the destination bucket. Okay. So for any reason, if any files or folders are deleted, then still you will be having the same content here, so that anytime you can use the same files. Okay. And one more thing is, for any cases, if this Mumbai data center is not working, you can just use this North Virginia data center to retrieve your data. So create a rule. Let me give some test. And next one is source bucket, all of current bucket. Okay, in current bucket, apply to all objects. So if you have any prefix for each and every folder means, you can just specify the prefix also. So next one, choose your destination bucket. So you can just create one. So already I have some three buckets, right? So let me keep this as test as my secondary bucket, backup bucket. So now when I select this bucket, so all the content whatever I'm going to upload in the source bucket will be delivered to the second bucket. So here you can see IAM role. So in previous classes I have said, right, what is the purpose of role is, if you want to connect from one service to other service. Now here we are doing, we are going to access one S3 bucket to other S3 bucket. So this source bucket should have permission to access the destination bucket. Okay, so IAM role is required. So choose a existing IAM role. So already if you just click on create new role, if you already created any role, you can just select the role. If not, you can just click on create new role. So automatically it will create a role and it will be attached. And then IAM role is attached. During replication, if you want to change the storage type, okay. So during replication, if you want to change the storage type, you can just enable this option. So you can just specify what type of storage is, because at the end of the day, everything is charged, okay. So again, if you want to reduce some amount on the storages, means you can just select some other storages type. So in the destination, because this is just for backup purpose, right? So you can just go with the some other versions. So that's it. When you click on save, your application will be created. Okay. So next one, access point. Access point is nothing but if you want to access this bucket from any of the applications. Okay. So in these cases, in that cases, you can just create an access point and you can attach with your any of your S3 bucket. I mean any of your applications, some storing some logs or whatever may be. In that cases, you can just use this access point. Okay. So that's it, guys. Even dashboard. Next one is recently they have introduced this storage lens. Okay, so this is paid one. So what is meant by storage lens? Storage lens is it is going to give you some overview. So like what is your total storage size? What is your bucket size? How many data is getting transferred? How many bucket data you are receiving daily? So all such information you will get it from the storage lens. You can just go through this video. It will be like 10 minutes videos. Okay. Same thing, what we explained, right? Same thing will be in this video. So you have any doubt, guys?
Yeah, Kaushik. You said using replicas we can have two buckets, right? One in Mumbai and one in North Virginia. Now, what about the billing? What about the charges?
Data transfer, again they will charge.
They will charge, right? Okay.
Yes, this is additional features, right? So whenever you are doing any changes, it is charged. Even for the storage also they will charge. Apart from storages, again data transfer is also charged.
Oh, okay. And so right now in the bucket, we were just storing the images or files, whatever it is. Can we store applications?
Applications you cannot store. You mean like zip file or something like that?
No, not zip file exactly. Let's say I'm using a Windows machine, okay, VM machine, right? Now for that Windows machine, as a best practice, I need to store all my applications, which I need to give it to the developers for that VM. So in that bucket, I would store Firefox, Chrome, Java, Apache Maven, Corrado, and all.
Okay. Oh yeah. You can.
I can store it.
So
okay.
Yeah, you can store it.
Okay. And
some setup files, right?
Correct. Setup files. Yeah.
No, you can store it, and you can share the link also with the respective people, so that they will be also able to access that bucket and they can download directly from the bucket. What you can do is you can just give it public access. Else you can give S3 access also. You can just
I'm giving only
account.
I want to give only S3 access. Why? Because the VMs are inside AWS, right? So I don't want to give public
so
access.
you can just what you can do is create a user, give the permission to the user only for the particular bucket with read access, only for the bucket read access, so that they will be able to only download, not the delete or anything.
Okay. And so now they've installed the application. Now let's say if you want to update the application again, I need to download
re-upload
and put it in the bucket, right?
You can directly simply if you upload, right, it will get replaced. That is what I said, enabling version. So if the file name is same, when you're just uploading the same content again, it will get replaced.
Okay. Done. Yeah. Now no. So
else you need to delete and upload.
Let's say for example, I'm using what today Java 0.1. Okay. After 5 days, there is a new version which gets released, Java 0.2.
Yeah.
Now, how do I do that?
Manually, you need to download and you need to upload it.
Okay.
And delete the existing one. You need to upload it.
Can't we automate that?
That option is not there because here it is just a storage. This is not like any of the server or something. It is just used for the storing purpose.
Okay.
Similar to your hard disk.
Okay.
So you cannot perform this content in a hard disk, right?
Okay, got you. Sure. Yeah. Thanks. That's it.
What you can consider is this is like a TB size. You can store the data. That's it. The
Okay.
main motto of S3 is storing huge amount of data.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. That's it. Thanks.
So others have any doubt, guys?
Sir, can you please share today's recording, sir?
Okay, you can just get it from Tarun. Okay, Tarun, you can just share it in WhatsApp itself.
Yeah,
so
I'll
I
share
can
it in the
share
WhatsApp
with
group once
others
it's
also.
saved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks,
fine, guys. So I will share you the document also.
Yeah.
What is S3 and all? You can just go through that.
So have we covered all the S3 items like the access points, object lambda access points, multi-region access point, batch operations, all those on the left
No,
side?
this is and all are not like in syllabus. So this is all like recently they are adding some features.
Okay. Okay.
So what these AWS are going to do is very frequently they will be adding some features, modifying the features and all. So
Okay.
generally these are the main concepts. So whatever
Okay.
I'm teaching, these are the main purpose and main concepts. So apart from that, there will be some 1 or 2 additional updates and all. So that we need to go to the documents.
Okay.
So they are providing their own documents. So we need to go through the documents.
Okay. Sure.